Hi, today I'm going to share with you my favorite exercises for a stiff neck to strengthen the muscles around the neck so that you don't have any excuse not to go into that direction because of weakness there. You want to start off in good posture, making sure your hips are higher than your knees. I prefer to do these sitting down because you're more stable there. And making sure that your nose drops through your midline, so essentially right through where your belly button would be. Make sure that your head isn't poked forward but resting nicely upon your shoulders. So you should be able to see the upper part of your chest just in your peripheral vision without actually looking down. Then you know your head is in the right position. Right, so you're going to start with a forward and backward movement. So there's two different ones that can be done here. Either this dropping the chin or raising the chin, but also pressing forward with the chin and drawing back in with the chin. So to do the resistance for that, you put your hand on your forehead and you take your chin down towards your chest. However, you don't actually move. You just hold that pressure there for anything from 5 to 10 seconds and release and repeat and release and repeat. You want to try and take even breaths and not hold your breath while you're pushing. So that is the downward movement. The next movement looks exactly the same, but this time the pressure is to go forward with the head like a tortoise sticking their head out of a shell. So you're pushing forward and you'll see how nicely those neck muscles activate, and release, forward and release. You do exactly the same backwards. First you can push up, chin to the ceiling, but you don't move. You make sure that you stay completely still there. And then once you've done your 5 to 10 seconds push and release, 5 to 10 times, you can then pull inwards. So here you want to try and make many chins and release and pull back and release. I like to do those in the car against the headrest of the car. So the next movement that you can do is going over to each side. So for that, you put your hand on your temple. You want to sort of keep your forearm in line there so that your pressure isn't very hard on the rest of you there. If it's there, it doesn't feel like any resistance for you there. And you push, trying to tilt down, just pressure there. Push, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And exactly the same to the other side, making sure that the nose remains in the midline. The last movement you do is rotating over to the sides. So your hand is on your cheek for this one, sort of full palm on the cheek, getting your fingers at the top there to be on the cheekbone and the bottom of your hand and your jawbone. And now you're turning and rotating again, keeping your arm in that line of the pressure so you don't have huge amounts of pressure to get there, and you can get your posture in a really good position. So turn and hold 5 to 10 seconds, 5 to 10 reps. Turn and hold 5 to 10 seconds, 5 to 10 reps. So these are called isometrics for the neck because there's no movement. But what you will find if you get a little bit more clever with these movements is that you can combine these movements into slightly more complex patterns. So you're going to start off just by trying those very simple movements, but if you have a particular movement that's stuck for you, so for instance you can turn left but you can't turn left and look up, that little combination movement, you can get yourself into that position and then do that whole routine in that position. So forward, chinning down to the chest, forward, chin forward, same thing backwards, same thing sideways, same thing rotating, and just loosen up that position and you'll see how that frees that up. Or if you only have one bit that's tight, just do that and the opposite one and see if that frees that up for you. A quick little tip to get your neck a little bit looser for you. I hope that helps. Keep an eye out for the other videos on neck stretches and some roller exercises for the upper back to release any kind of tension you carry between the shoulder blades and around the shoulders.